Let's get you the latest, and this is in regard to UK MP Priti Patel, who has condemned the attack in Pahalgam, calling it an act of terrorism, saying that we really need to call it out for what it exactly is, while stressing on UK's unwavering support for India and saying that UK must stand with friend India during this difficult time. Listen in.
Mr. Speaker, my condolences, thoughts and prayers are also with all those affected by this murderous, violent terrorism that has taken place in Pahalgam. And I recognise for India and the diaspora communities in the UK in particular, this has been a really difficult week. This was an act of terrorism and we should call it out for what it is. And it is part of a long-standing pattern of attacks on civilians, visitors to the region and also minority communities. And the UK must always stand with our friends during times of this nature. We have a series of long-standing security and counter-terrorism partnerships with India going back to the New Delhi Declaration in 2002 and the India-UK Strategic Partnership in 2016, the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership announced in 2022 and the UK-India 2030 roadmap agreed under the last government. So under that, security issues have been absolutely watertight, which is why we must be always in lockstep with our friends in India. So can the Minister tell us what information the UK government has on those responsible for carrying out these terrorist attacks? Does the government believe that Lashkar-e-Taiba, the terrorist group prescribed in the UK, bears responsibility? Is the government aware of any cross-border links to Pakistan of the perpetrators of this terrorist act? And given that attacks seem to take place at the same time when high-profile US politicians visit India, this is not the first time, has the government got a view on whether this is a coincidence or does it demonstrate a pattern of targeted and deliberately timed attacks? We know the Prime Minister spoke to Prime Minister Narendra Modi last week, but has the UK provided any specific support in response to this terror attack and taken any practical steps to assist our friends in India? Mr. Speaker, has the government undertaken an assessment of the security implications of this attack on the UK? If Lashkar-e-Taiba or a front linked to them are responsible, then there are disturbing reports emerging that this terrorist group may have had engagement with Hamas. Has the government made assessment of the relationship between groups causing terror and destabilisation in Kashmir and those pursuing violence and terrorism that threaten our interests and global peace and security? Can the Minister give an update on the actions being taken to prevent tensions from escalating to communities in the UK, including protections to the High Commission, which has already been mentioned? And will the UK leverage its influence in easing tensions between India and Pakistan?